two brothers, so my people. The same papa, the same mama, they can't get clash over presidential candidates, my people. One they support Igbo nation and the other one they support Fulani. My people, wetin come cause this their fight? Abeg, make una sit down, make una watch this video. Our Tori people don't try to dey separate these people. They no one here at all. Make una not separate them. Make una just allow them, make them fight. Sit down, make you watch this video, my people.
And Shagari was saying, according to Dan Last, that it was the Fulani that overthrew him to forestall an Ekwueme to be president. The same Dan Last is now campaigning in Igbo land in the southeast for an Atiku Abubakar, who is a Fulfulde speaking Fulani Northern Muslim, to succeed another Fulfulde speaking Fulani Northern Muslim to govern Nigeria for an unbroken period of 16 years. And unfortunately, the same Dan Last is now campaigning against the presidential candidate of Southeast, which even the presidential candidate that Abubakar is campaigning for has openly come out to say it is the turn of the Southeast to produce the next president. You can imagine, Chief Dan Olase is coming out to eat back his vomit that it is the Fulani that is the problem of the Southeast. And then he is now the chief spokesperson of Atiku Abubakar.
I have made sacrifices for my people. I was wanting any day I'll meet what is his name, Kenneth Okonkwo. I'll ask him at his age, what is his contribution to the Igbo people? What has been his contribution? Apart from making film and kissing women on television, and we watch. I fought for Biafra. If he did not fight, did his parents fight? I have one hand. I can't use this hand. And he comes to call me a bootlicker, a fake, calling me a bootlicker. What contribution has he made to my people? The greatest point Igbo saw in this country is the Civil War. Did he contribute? Where did he fight?
How can a person from the Southeast calling himself an elder, who knows that by equity and justice it is the time of his people, who has told us in the past, according to him, because I don't believe it, I campaigned for a Fulani president 2019, and when it is appropriate again in future, I will do the same. This same elder that originally was telling us that Fulani was our problem is now telling us that we should now give Fulani 16 years to govern Nigeria. So these elders, sorry to say it, they are integrity challenged. They are suffering from acute integrity deficiency syndrome, AIDS. They talk contradictory things when they are offered money or anything whatsoever. So Chief Dan Olase is a man who, after being the chairman of the National Party in Anambra State, has not attracted any development in Anambra State, in the whole Southeast. Let me ask him, he's trying to tell the Southeast to follow PDP. What has PDP done for the Southeast for the 16 years they were in power? Just give me one legacy project, one. Then this is a man that is encouraging Southeast to follow PDP. PDP has not considered Southeast qualified for the president or the vice president for 24 years, and Southeast has given 100% of their votes. Yet, an elder like Dan Olase will tell us to follow them. They are part of the problems of the Southeast. Because if anybody wants you to tell your people to follow him, ask him what is in there for your people. Democracy is a representative government. How has PDP represented the interests of the Southeast? How has PDP been able to pay back all the support and loyalty that Southeast has given to them for 24 years? They've not considered us qualified for president or vice, and they have not considered us qualified for any infrastructure. Yet, and Olase is telling us that we should support PDP in 2023. Sadly, against his own brother, Peter Obi. So you can see that these men have nothing else to offer the people of Igbo or Southeast. So the only thing the Southeast owe them now is to vote them out, vote their candidate out, and allow the emergence, the evolution of new leaders. Peter Obi say they are in the past, but I and that we are the future of Nigeria. So please, Igbo, do not listen to them. They are not fighting for your interests. They are fighting for their own personal interest. Dan Ulasi has failed his people.
Somebody came to me, a group of Reverend fathers, and even one I traveled with yesterday. He said, why are you so sad? I said, I have made sacrifices for Peter Obi. When he was vice presidential candidate to Atiku, he so promised us that this is the only route Igbos can get to power, and we followed him. We had a meeting in Enugu government house, and Enugu governor told him, go to Anambra and call me. You are the leader of the party in Anambra State. And he called us at a meeting at Uche Kunifest Center. And he said, Dan, look around. If anybody is interested in any office, please let us shortlist and evaluate them, including himself. 2 weeks after that, Atiku Abubakar was declaring for presidency. Peter Obi was sitting down there. Not only did he attend that declaration, he got up and took a microphone and said that Atiku Abubakar was the greatest unifier in this country. He used 5 adjectives to support Atiku Abubakar. As his friend, as his boss, that having worked with him, he found him so credible. 2 weeks after, you declare for presidency.
Let us look at what Ulasi said about Atiku Abubakar. People have been wondering, how did Atiku Abubakar make so much wealth as a civil servant, a custom officer? It was from Chief Ulasi that I heard it, that when Atiku was a custom officer, he was flying container out of the wharf without collecting duty for the government. And Atiku knew that it was illegal, but yet he was doing it. This was the statement of Dan Ulasi. So he knew that Atiku was very corrupt, even as a custom officer. Now, let us see how very unfortunate this man can be. He coined it that Atiku was doing those things to help the Igbo people who came out of the war. And that was why he was allowing containers to fly out of the wharf without collecting duty. That it is only when the container has gone out that he will now collect duty. Now, let me state it clearly. Because when I went to Lagos, I lived in Oludiapapa with some of my relatives that we are clearing and forwarding agents. Whenever a container leaves the wharf, the duty, custom duty, is no longer going to the government, it's going to the coffers of the custom officer. Who is that custom officer that will be so daft that he will now collect duty afterwards? The container has left the wharf and go back to put it in the government cover. He will be caught. So when Atiku was doing that, they call it flying container. In the palace of the clearing of one agent, the money goes to the custom officer's pocket. So this is J.C. Ulasi, actually on national television, telling the whole world that Atiku is corrupt.
Una don't watch the fight. Now, una fit separate them for inside our comment section. Make una not forget, say this on Radio Joe and online television. Make una follow us waka for inside our Facebook and our Instagram. Don't forget, say we see them inside TikTok. I beg, if you don't watch this video finish, don't forget to like and share.